Okay, so talking about a Kung Fu technique, it's important to learn the techniques, like the basic 45. They give you a foundation, they teach you a lot of things, structure, actual movement. But in some ways, what's more important than, just as important, but more important, is to be able to freestyle apply it in freestyle application, to be able to apply it in a freestyle manner without any prearrangement. The technique gives us the skills, helps us develop our attributes, it teaches us targets, teaches us body movement, but the freestyle application is the actual use of Kung Fu.
Where the mind takes over the structure of the forms, the technique, freestyle application,
Right.
allows the mind to react in the situation as necessary.
Right.
Okay.
Depending
All right.
on the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever the situation is. We meet that situation, adapt to it, redirect it, and change it in our favor, right?
Mhm.
But in order to do all that, we have to have these principles, the Tai Chi principles, the Kung Fu principles of calm mind, relaxed, even breath, and soft, relaxed body. If we have those principles, then we're gonna have bring our energy and our ability to use it to a fruitation.
And what you're saying is then to me, we're allowing the subconscious to come to surface from the things we have embedded in it
Right.
and learned.
Right. That we've embedded in it through all these practices.
Mhm.
All these practices are not just for the sake of remembering them or doing them, they're for the sake of conditioning the subconscious mind. Yeah.
And you don't even think about it
Right.
any longer. It's just there
Right.
with this foundation applied at the time of need.
Right. Because if you think about it, it's too late. If you've thought about what you're going to do, it's too late. It's over. There's no time to think. We got to be able to instinctively use our bodies, instinctively intercept and make the opponent do what we want them to do, which is get rid of the threat.
And that takes a lot of training, application.
Yeah. And like we were saying before, like Sung, the principle of Sung, to relax. So you got to be able to develop relaxation. The more you can relax, the more everything becomes instinctive. But also, like we said, you start by learning to relax when you're still, but you've got to maintain that relaxation when you're moving fast, all the time, right?
And that's one of the hardest things to learn as a new student, is to relax.
Because every time we do something new, we tense up.
Exactly.
Because we're trying to do it and do it good, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's a change of the mind,
Right.
to understand that. Because as a new student, you're in with strength, force, and the relaxation has got to be learned.
Right.
And the breathing has got to be learned. That was my biggest challenge.
Yeah, and some people ask, well, okay, how do I relax? You know, what do I do to relax? Well, what we learn in Kung Fu, Tai Chi, is it starts with the breath. You can have a Tai Chi mind, a Kung Fu mind, calm, but what if you're not calm? How do you become calm? It starts with the breath. That's why there's an art called Qigong. Breath, energy, work, development of breath or vital energy. Starts with the breath. As we learn to be aware of our breath, learn to regulate and control our breath, make it even, slow and even, then that automatically makes our body relax. I think when you're aware of your breath and you're regulating your breath, I think it also makes the subconscious mind more aware. Similar to hypnosis. And when you're asleep, you know, like right before you go to sleep, how it seems like sometimes it's real easy to just understand things. That's that relaxed state. They call it in Qigong state. They call it in Tai Chi, the Tai Chi state, or Kung Fu state. Bruce Lee used to say, when you're going to get in a fight with somebody, just before the fight starts, you should be relaxed as if you're about to go to sleep. You're about to fall asleep. That's when you're most aware, and that's when your body is just going to react natural, and you're going to be your fastest. Not asleep, but not awake and tense. You're like the feeling, he's like right before you fall asleep when you're laying in bed relaxed. That's what we want to train. That's what we want to bring to the surface. That's what we want to manufacture. That's the breath. Relaxation, Sung, Feng Sung, Feng is to release tension, Sung is to relax. That starts with the breath, controlling the breath. You notice if you're upset or excited, what happens to your breath? It gets short and kind of labored, right?
And you tire.
And then you tire. So there's a key to the breath is kind of the development to control the Qigong of the breath is a key to relaxation. Relaxation is a way of opening up the mind, bringing the mind and body together. Subconscious mind, physical body. So it works as one.
So in effect, if you're concentrating on the breathing and allow the mind and subconscious to do what they need to do, your chances of stamina to last as long as you need to last is enhanced.
Yes, because you conserve your energy. You're not burning up your energy. In Qigong, everything is about conserving the Qi, building the Qi, conserving the Qi. Yeah.
Okay. And that's something that has to be learned
Yeah, has to
by
be learned.
application
Yeah.
and knowing your basics and foundations.
Right.
So it's a long process.
Sorry.
It's go ahead, say that again. The long process.
It's a long process. All the fundamentals and the foundations have to be learned to embed it in your mind. And it's a mindset change from what your natural instincts are
Right.
to learning what it's going to take to get through a situation. And that's what martial arts is actually becoming to me, is that change in understanding of mind, where I naturally go, or as to what I should be concentrating on and doing.
So you're saying it's transforming,
It's transforming.
not only the way you think, but the way your mind
Exactly.
relates to your
Mhm.
body and other things.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Which in effect, as you grow older, is a very good tool to be able to understand yourself, your needs, and what it's going to take to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, because as we get older, the body changes, right?
Body changes.
The body changes. And I think that the more relaxed you are, the more mind-body awareness you have, the easier we're all gonna age.
Mm-hmm.
That's inevitable. But having that Tai Chi mind, Tai Chi breath, Tai Chi body, Tai Chi understanding will help us. I think that will help us make it easier for us to adapt to those changes,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Because Kung Fu is not just about being some young, spry martial artist jumping around, flying kicks in the air. Kung Fu is about self-development, development of your mind, body, spirit, your whole self. So if you're 20 years old, you might be a Kung Fu practitioner, you might be a young Kung Fu master. If you're 40 years old, you still have Kung Fu. If you're 60 years old, you still have your Kung Fu. Your Kung Fu doesn't quit evolving, doesn't quit changing. It goes along with your mind and your body. When you're 80, 90 years old, your body can't do some of the same thing, but internally, you still have your Kung Fu. You still have your internal chi, your internal body, even as your physical body is aging.
It stays with you throughout your lifetime.
Right.
So the earlier you can learn these basics, these foundations, is the more that you can use this application throughout your life. And as an older student, that's been a great benefit to me, my mental health, and my physical health as well.
Yeah, and as we get older and there's certain things we can't physically do anymore, it's okay, because we if our mind and our body awareness is there, it doesn't matter whether we can do a flying, spinning, double back kick,
Nope.
because you still have your mind-body connection, you still have your awareness. You can still stop a fight in 2 seconds if somebody attacks you.
And what you've maintained, even though you've lost skills, is you've maintained balance, which is, as you grow older, you lose very fast. And secondly, muscle mass, of maintaining the ability to still be able to move.
Yeah, right.
Balance and muscle mass.
I was looking for that one passage in the book. There was one passage there about adapting the Tai Chi to your situation, but I don't see that. But I do have this: breathing, body, relax, balance, unchanged. First, find relaxation in your body and breath. Second, maintain it. Calmness. You must find the calmness within you first. Practice keeping excuse me. Practice keeping relaxed in slow moves and then in faster moves. Maintain in slow and fast movements. Anyway. But, go
And
ahead.
even as you grow older, speed will come.
Yeah,
That's amazing. One of the things I'm finding out is if I maintain and concentrate on maintaining my balance, my muscle mass, and understanding the slowness over time will start to turn back into more accuracy and speed that I beginning-
slowness goes to speed.
yes,
Yeah,
that I was beginning to
Relaxation.
start to lose.
yeah.
So
It's just because you get old doesn't mean you have to get slow.
no,
If you know what to, how to keep your mind and your body connection. I think it has a lot to do with the mind-body connection, the development. If you don't have to be slow just because you get old.
no.
You know, you might not have the endurance, you might not have some of the physical capability as far as certain moves, but you can still have balance, you can still have speed. When I met Joe Louis was a perfect example of that. When I met him, he was 65, and he was still fast as lightning, and moved like a cat.
Yeah.
Bruce, he died young, but he didn't. He got faster as he got older.
To the point you can even surprise yourself.
Yeah. Another thing that you can continue to develop along with that is your sensitivity. Even if your body's getting older, your sensitivity and your chi will become stronger.
Pete, you guys gonna be here for what?
A few minutes, yeah.
Oh. Cause,
What's
George is
up?
still working out in here, and I don't know what time he's gonna leave, but he
Oh.
doesn't have a key. Go ahead.
Ask him how long, yeah.
Sure.